Do you know what this is? This is a tidal power turbine. Now you know what it is, but do you know what it does? Well, a tidal power turbine converts the energy of tides into various forms of power, mainly electricity. There are several reasons why tidal power is a great alternative energy source. Tidal energy is better to use because it's easier to predict than solar power and wind energy. The efficiency of the energy source is about 80%, which is much higher than the solar power and wind energy. Since tidal power can be used in the United States, we won't have to rely on expensive foreign fuel import to satisfy our daily demands. The tidal power can be used all over the world, in countries like Australia, Japan, Chile, France, Canada, Korea, India, the United Kingdom, China, and most importantly, the USA. However, one of the disadvantages is that tidal power can't just be used anywhere. There are certain requirements that must be met. The tide has to rise to unusual height. At least 7-meter tidal difference are required. There has to be stable conditions for a barrier or turbine to be built into. The environment disturbance must be reduced to a minimum. Although tidal power seems like a great fossil fuel, it isn't all that perfect. The cost is very specific. It depends on where geographically the tidal barons are placed. It also depends on the speed and volume of the current. For example, take Canada's Race rocket site, where one turbine generator converts 65 kilowatts of energy, costs $4 million. This figure was met with $3 million investment from Canada's Environmental Innovation Fund. Example of hourly cost. The 240 megawatts Lawrence power plant provides electricity at 3.7 cents per kilowatt hour. The 2002 Green Energy Study estimated the cost to be 11 to 25 cents per kilowatt hour, but if the current design continues to develop, costs are expected to fall between 5 and 7 cents per kilowatt hour. Pros and cons of tidal power turbine. Pros: it's renewable, which means that it requires no fuel. It's emission free, it's reliable, it has high efficiency, it has a predictable output, and it could potentially provide a storm surge barrier. Cons: it's expensive to build, it's very location specific, it can change tidal levels of surrounding area, and it has a bad impact on fish, marine mammals, and birds. Concludes our tidal power project. Hope you liked it.